Are we rolling? Welcome to Mad Science Films. Do you like our new upgraded lab? Jim's gone all boy racer on us. Too fast, too furious. This is an episode where we're going to be talking how to and how not to direct actors. So some of the advice we're going to go for here is based on if you're making a low to no budget film. So we're assuming a certain amount of, budgetary restraints on yourself and how to work around that and still get the best performances from your actors. Step 1. Step 1 is all about preparation. Once you've cast your actor, find the best possible actor that you can. What you want to do is speak to them, have a chat with them. Now, I'm assuming that because you're on a low budget, there is little or no time for rehearsals. So get on the phone, get on Skype, whatever you've got to hand. Speak to them about the role, speak to them about, the script itself, see if they've got any questions about the character, if there are any scenes from the script that were unclear. On Little Monster, obviously I actually had a book originally that was based on, so I was able to give that to the actors in addition. I know other directors kind of write character bibles to help explain it. Those are all kind of good things to do if you don't have rehearsal times. So work on all of that and get that to your actors as soon as possible. Step 2. So, once you've done all of that and the actor is on set, one of the most important things to do is trust your actors. Now, I don't like to kind of micromanage my actors. You've cast really good actors, hopefully. You've cast the right actors for the right role. So trust them. Trust what they're going to bring to the role. One of the things I like to do is rather than kind of give them direction straight off the bat is I like to hear a read through, see, with proper, kind of like emotion and inflection, how they would do it on camera. See how they do it, and if you've got any suggestions there and then give it to them, rather than come straight off the bat and kind of go, right, well, this scene is about this and that. Trust their instincts. If you've got the right actors, they're doing a job and they should have given this level of thought to it. Often you'll be surprised about, how much more they bring to the role as well. Trust your actors. Step 3. Okay, so one of the most important things to do is if you've had a take and you're not entirely happy with how a performance has gone, still be positive. Acting can be a very vulnerable kind of profession. They are, trying to create emotions, create a character in front of a crew of 20 people who, may not actually be bothered particularly by what's going on in front of the camera. So, try be positive, try not to kind of put them down on the spot. If you've got suggestions, try phrase it in a positive light. I always, say to an actor, yeah, that was good, but how about we try it this way? So again, think about it in terms of tweaking a performance rather than, kind of scrapping it and starting from scratch. Step 4. Step 4, find the time. Now, starting out as a director, it's very easy to kind of hide behind the camera and worry about all the technical aspects and, kind of focus on framing the shot and whether the lighting's quite right, and then just going straight into a take. Now, although I'm saying, trust your actors and let them bring it to it, find the time still before the cameras roll to have that chance to have a line reading, to have a run through of the scene. So once you've told your crew, okay, I want it framed this way, and any lighting direction or any sort of set design that you need, go then let your crew, trust your crew to do what they've got to do. Go find out your actors, find a quiet little space, ask for a run through of the scene, have a listen, make sure it's kind of jibing with your vision of it, and that's how you carve out the time before just kind of rolling the cameras and go, right, show me what you got. Step 5, just kidding. Okay, so step 5 is kind of like an actor's exercise and something I find always kind of useful. I don't know what it's actually called, but I call it like finding the balance of power in a scene. So most scenes kind of have two characters starting in one place and ending up somewhere else, like emotionally or against each other. So they could start the scene agreeing with something and then fall out about it, or they could start the scene coming at it from two different angles and agree a common goal going forward. And what I like to do is, through the scenes, through the line readings, or through various actions, find where that balance of power shifts, and see whether you're on the same page as the actors. So it might be, they kind of start the scene in the same place and they fall out, but where exactly in the line reading do they fall out? see what the actors have got to say, and then if you think maybe they've jumped the gun or they've left it too late, perhaps suggest, okay, well, maybe they want this earlier on, or maybe they've given up, trying to get whatever object or whatever action they're trying to do earlier on. So have a go with that, have a play, and that will be a useful thing to kind of work with the actors, and often it will help shape the scene kind of dramatically. And these are your steps of what not to do. Step, don't hug your actors from behind. Now, I'm a hugger, and making films can sometimes feel like you're in a platoon and you're undergoing heavy fire. And like all good soldiers, as we know, they like to hug. However, make sure your hugging is consensual, and I would never advise sneaking up on somebody and hugging them from behind. It's just not okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Right, Mad Science Films, hit that wish bell. So, remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. God, not again. Not again.
Step, try not to give your actors line readings. It's really difficult sometimes when an actor isn't kind of delivering something exactly how you need it or exactly how you've pictured it in your head. But try not to give them line readings. Try give them examples in real life that they could relate to. So, kind of suggest, oh, okay, well, like a time that you've had like a falling out, but, after a couple of hours you realize probably you were in the wrong. Use that kind of emotion, use that example. Do that rather than just telling them how to say the damn line, as tempting as that may be. Sometimes actors will ask you to do that, in which case go for it, but try not to do it because it will tend to be fairly lifeless and it will be an impersonation rather than, kind of jibe with the rest of the character stuff. Step. I'm going to tell you not to do this. We always do this and we shouldn't do it. So do as I say, not as I do. Try not to joke around too much if you're shooting serious scene stuff. It can distract the actors. A crew member who will remain nameless got told off by an actor who will remain nameless. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Person who will remain unnamed.
Take a fucking joke, actor.
But I get it. For actors, it can be, very difficult to get right in the right headspace, to get in that emotional thing. And then, I also get it from a crew's point of view. Filmmaking can be very stressful, and to relieve tension, people are joking. But as director, you want those actors to give the best performance on camera. So try not to, but I'm guilty of it too.
Like and subscribe to the channel. We need all this.
Sorry, mate. Go on. No, you're okay. You're all right. It's good. Cool. Okay, guys. So those are just some quick tips not to do on how to direct actors. Let me know if there's any other tips that you think we've missed. And as James Morrissey likes to say, like and subscribe and give me your comments.
Fuck 'em.
No.
What about my feelings?
Nobody cares about your feelings.
Welcome back.
What are you, Channing Tatum? This is not Step Up
to
3.
the channel.